back to the channel. Today we are hiking a short hike because we drove up, as you just saw, to a special lake that has some alpine trout that are not typical of an alpine lake, lake trout. The lake is actually right behind me, right over there. All right. We are at the lake and I am super stoked because it is a beautiful, perfect, crisp, sunny, bluebird Colorado day in the fall. We're gonna be throwing around the same little jig that we caught him on last year. And first what I'm gonna do is right behind me, there's a bunch of cliffs that are up against the mountain peaks, and we're gonna fish those first. But then on the last leg around the lake, there's actually this awesome shelf of shallow water that then dives super deep into the deeper water, obviously. So here we go.
Many minutes later.
There we go. Finally. Holy cow, that took a long time to get that fish. That took a long time. That took a very long time. Good fighter though. Well, we got them. They are deep though. I tell you what, I took that one. That jig, I was literally, if I didn't get one on this cast, I swear to you all watching, I was going to, let me get my hands wet. I was actually going to switch to a spinner. And look how perfectly hooked he is. Perfect hook set with a jig right in the top of the mouth. It's going to be easy to pop off, just like that. Just like that. And that is what we were after today, were these magnificent alpine lake trout. They are not big, but that's the beautiful part about them, is that this lake is above 10,000 feet, and rarely do you get to catch trout, lake trout that is, this high up. So let's get this baby back. Whoop. There you go. Oh man, that was a deep fish. Deep. I'll show you guys what I did to catch that one. Besides have a crazy amount of patience with this jig. There we go. Okay, so what I did for that one in particular was I'm kind of lined up here sort of parallel with the deep part of the lake, the deepest part of the lake. And all I did was, you know, I'm casting out, the wind's at my back, so I get the furthest cast possible. And I actually am gonna let this sink for, I let that last one sink for 45 seconds. Okay. Oh, I had one on the drop, look at that. There you go, we've got them targeted now. They are just that deep. I hope this one didn't swallow it, because I watched my line the whole time, but I did not see it do anything. So we found them, they're deep, very deep. Very deep. Nope, right in the top of the nose again. I think we're gonna be in good shape with an easy off on this fish, as long as it doesn't twist up, which they love to do in this net. Oh yeah, you twist it up a little bit here, buddy. Yep, easy off. That's one of the best parts about these jigs, is it's just easy off. And get my other hand wet. About the same size, another beaut. 2 in a row. That was 2 casts in a row. So I think we finally found out what they're doing, where they're doing it, and we're gonna get this one back. Ooh, straight down too, wow. Look at that, he went straight down. They are deep. So that's gonna be kind of our method today, I think, is we're gonna cast along the deep parts, and I'm just gonna give it another 30 to 45 seconds of drop before we start our retrieve back. Like I said, that one was, I'm surprised he didn't swallow it, because I let him take it, and it didn't even jig back. It was just right there on the lift, the first lift up. So yesterday at the lake we were fishing, we kind of found them doing the same thing, except we weren't targeting the same species. We were targeting cutthroats yesterday. So, but you know, since the species is a little bit different today, they seem to be acting the same. It's like, right now they're just kind of deep. we are transitioning from summer to fall, and this might be sort of the transition, is they're just kind of suppressing themselves a little bit, trying to find, they were kind of maybe shocked by that sort of cold front that we got last weekend and last week, and this is where they're at. So okay, it's been about a minute, 45 seconds, about a minute. Now we're going to start our retrieve back here and hope to get those kind of hook sets all day, just those really nice nose right through the top of the lip. Yep, there it is. 3 casts in a row. Told you, we found them. We found them. Look at that. Textbook, huh? 3 in a row. I don't even think I'm editing any video out here. Okay, oh, that one is on the bottom lip, which is a little different. I'll show you here in a second if this one's a little wily. Yeah, look at that. That one was on the bottom of the lip, but still, oh, just perfectly, barely hooked. That is exactly what we wanted. Nice humane hook. We're doing all CNR today. Let me get my underwater out. Let me give you guys a quick look at that baby. That one too, straight down. Way down there. Perfect. They are not up high, they are deep. And you know, that's one of the things like to think about here with these alpine lakes is you guys see me fishing from a belly boat, obviously, on a lot of them. Some of them we're doing from shore. But I'll tell you what, one of the things, if you think you're at a disadvantage from shore, you are not. Because here's the thing, if I was fishing from shore over here, the last time I fished this lake is exactly how I fished it too. I fished this deep spot first and then went around to the shallow. And what I was doing is I was casting out as far as I could, same rod, same setup, and letting it sink 30 to 45 seconds. If I'm turned like this and facing towards the shore, then oftentimes what I'm doing is I'm tempted to sort of see if I can attempt to like let it drop to the bottom right when it hits the shore and then jig it along the bottom as it goes down. But you know, sometimes you get ahead of yourself reeling and stuff like that, and you might not be doing that. So in this case, since we're sort of parallel, we're kind of right in the place where it seems like they are. So if we're just casting parallel to the shore, and that one's a little bit closer, but that's okay. We'll do the same thing. We're gonna let it sink, you know, 30 seconds in this case, because it probably is only 20 feet down there, and jig it back.
1 hour later.
All right, boys and girls, I am actually going to switch from this jig. I'm going to go to the dark side. I'm sorry. Over to a spinner. Got those 3 fish, and that was it. It's pretty crazy. So we'll see if this does anything. We may switch back to the jig. We'll just give the spinner, I don't know, maybe a half hour, something like that. See how it goes. There we go. All right, we got one on the spinner. That worked. Called him in. Called him in. That was a good little bite. About the same size as we've been catching with the jigs, but hey, spinner works. I think this is actually the first lake trout that I have ever caught on a spinner. That's what we got. Another little lake trout. Straight down to the bottom. Okay, and we're back in action here. That one was deep, like the other ones, so what the heck. Let's cast way out into basically the middle. Give her a good minute to sink and see if we can't get on our 5th. It's kind of been a slow, we've been fishing for about 90 minutes. Kind of been a slow 90 minutes. That was the first one on the spinner. It's good to see that they're biting on other things besides the jig. We can obviously cover more water with the spinner, but my tactic is much the same. I'm letting this thing sink like probably 50, 60 feet down and then reeling it up. And the thing is that when you're reeling up, right, you're actually covering more of the water column because you're going up at that diagonal angle. They're excellent little fighters compared to like even probably like a rainbow or something. These guys fight kind of like a brown trout. Big old head shakes. So despite their little tiny size, like, they're a good little fight. Oh, there's another one. Yep. Got him. 2 in a row. Look at that. 2 in a row, ladies and gents. 2 in a row on the spinner. Not the worst. We're casting like way out into the middle too. I think I'm gonna kind of keep with that tactic as we continue to fish the spinner. So, all right, let me see if I can get you so you don't tangle us. Oh, and good, he flopped right off in the net. Perfect. That is perfect. We're just gonna hold it here like a little live well. They're actually splashing right behind me, so maybe we can actually get some to bite on top, which would be a treat. Let me give you guys a look at this one. He's almost 12 inches. There you go, bud. See ya. Straight to the bottom again. There we go. Boy, I really had to let that one take it. Okay, maybe we won't give up on the spinner yet. I think that's 7 fish. I think my favorite part about these little fights is that, like, they just stay down. They just completely stay down. They're obviously lake trout, so... Oh, he had bubbles coming up. That's how deep he was. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. Let's get you unhooked, little dude. Let's get you unhooked without getting all crazy with the net, huh? Why don't we do that? Yeah, nice and easy. Oh, I love it. Thank you for playing, friend. Thank you for just being a pal. Not being a crazy guy. Another one about the same size. You know, 12 inches, 13 inches, something like that. Beautiful fish. Stunning, stunning fish. Straight to the bottom. Well, come on, take it. There we go, got him. Got him, finally, holy cow. I know you guys probably seem like I'm just catching them back to back, but that was probably another 30, 40 minutes in between fish. I switched back to the spinner and I'm way out in the middle of the lake. Oh, just a baby, look at this thing. Look at this little sucker, little juvenile. That's probably the smallest one of the day by far. Barely hooked him. Settle down, buddy. Barely hooked him. Look at that little sucker. Just a tiny one. The smallest lake trout of all time. Could use him for bait. That one did not go straight down. Oh, right there. Come on, bro. Yes! All right! I just wanted one more to finish this video and we got it. Holy cow, that took a lot of casts. That took a lot of casts. He is not a big one, another little tiny one. I should call this the mini Laker video. But we managed to get one last one. And that is exactly what I wanted to finish out the day. I don't know what that puts us at, but we managed to catch some beautiful lake trout today. High alpine, kind of a rare trout to catch this high up in Colorado. All right, we're gonna get this one back. Cool, I think that's gonna do it for us. So if you like this episode, you know what to do. Leave me a positive comment, like, subscribe, share with your mom. We'll see you next adventure.